Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here, and today we are on the Disney Fantasy, and this is quite an occasion. The captain had come over the loudspeaker at lunchtime to give you kind of an update in nautical terms of how far you are from your destination that we're going to, and our speed, wind speed, all that kind of stuff. And something that really jumped out to me, he said the seas today are 6 to 9 feet. And I definitely believe it. This ship has been doing some rocking today as we're headed toward Castaway Cay, and I thought I would just kind of show you good people, if you've never been on a big cruise ship like this before, what it's like to be out here in the wide open Atlantic Ocean with no land in sight and have 6 to 9 foot seas. It's pretty impressive. So I'm going to take you to the front of the ship and to the back of the ship and just do a little walk around and just show you kind of how off balance things can be. With even some of the pools have waves in them. It's like a little swirling around action going on. So it's pretty cool looking. So let's get to it. This ought to be fun. A little slight change of plan. We're going to go down to deck 4 first, and then we're going to get up to the top, to the bow of the ship and the stern of the ship. All right, here we are down here on deck 4. And as you can see, look at that. Holy smokes. You can really see the waves rolling in out there in the ship. You can definitely feel the altitude. I know the video will not do that justice, but it is quite blustery and rough. Look at the wake that we're leaving behind. Now we're just going to walk on this walking track. This is like if you're on the ship and you like jogging or just walking daily, you can actually take this track all the way around the ship. 2.5 times will make 1 mile. So whew, that was a good gut. So we're going to kind of cut through this tunnel right here, cross over to the other side and see what it looks like over there, and then we will make our way up top. Looks kind of wild being back here in this tunnel area where you're kind of in you know, in the bow of the ship at this point. Got this little uphill section. Walking around. That was a crew member. But yeah, as I'm moving toward the front of the ship, I'm really moving around quite a bit right now. Balancing yourself is not all that easy. Here we go, and right up here's our exit, or it will take us back outside. So this side of the ship over here has a lot more like blowback off of the waves. Have that like sea spray happening because of the winds actually coming off in this direction. So you can just really feel a lot more of that sea spray that comes up on the walkway here on deck 4. It is it's worse shape on this side for sure, but it has not stopped people from playing shuffleboard, because there's about 2 families down there. They are really going after it very competitively. You ought to heard them when I walked by. It was quite funny. All right, now we're going to make it back a little bit further, and then we're going to head up to the deck 12, deck 13 area, where we can really get a good feel of what it's like to be up high when you have this kind of waves that you're traversing through on a ship this size. Even though today is not the ideal day to be out here, but deck 4, midship. See these little lounges right here? They're padded. It's like my favorite place to come take a little nap. It's quiet down here normally. You have this beautiful view, and on a nice calm day, which is normally, this is abnormal. That's what we're shooting this, showing this in the video today. But this is a great place. You're always in the shade because you have the lifeboats. The lifeboats are right ahead of you, so they keep the sun off of you. So it's really a great sneaky place to come and chill out, because 90% of the people are up on deck 11, deck 12, deck 13. That's normally where they're at. Not a whole lot of people come down here. You just have the people who like to do their walking and their running and stuff like that, but it's really quiet and laid back. There's not a lot of traffic down here, so a little pro tip in the future. You come on a cruise, deck 4, catch a little cat nap. Alright friends, we're up here on deck 13 now, in the Disney Fantasy, and I'm going to kind of whip the camera around and let you look down the back side of the ship and just watch the horizon line of the ocean, and that will show you how much the ship is bobbing up and down in these 6 to 9 foot seas. That was a big gust of wind there. Let's check this out. Try to zoom in just a little bit where you can see the movement. And I know video is probably not going to do this a whole lot of justice, but man, the feeling I'm getting right here just trying to stand still is pretty crazy. When you're laying down, it's not too bad. It will actually put you right to sleep, but like tonight, I got a feeling if it's still like this, I'll sleep like a baby. But when you're out here trying to walk around on this ship, it's like everybody's had, you know, two drinks too many, as I would say. So here's something else I've not seen, but the Disney Cruise Line has actually closed the very front of the ship off, where you're not even allowed to walk around out there on the bow of the ship whatsoever. And right over here is one of my favorite places to come hang out here on the cruise. This is called Satellite Falls, as I try to keep my balance, but you can see how the water is sloshing around in there, you know, because of all the motion of the cruise ship. I mean, it's like a wave pool. And I noticed no one has entered Satellite Falls today, probably fear of being knocked over. I mean, that's like a 1.5 foot powerful wave right there. You can get your little bodyboard in there and just maybe just boogie board in circles. Man, it is really, really gusty up here. They even got a lot of the places where you would lay out in the sun, and some of the chairs out here have been just roped off, or they won't even allow you to use them. As you see, these, they're roped off, and then these places over here where you could lay out in the sun normally is all strapped down. You're not allowed to use them. And this right here is looking out the front. Doesn't look too terrifying right here. Not too bad at all, but boy, it feels like you're on a roller coaster sitting right here. I can just feel your stomach, like when you're on a roller coaster and you're dropping down a hill at, you know, Disney or some big old theme park. That's exactly what this kind of feels like. I'm sure the people who has problem with motion sickness, this is probably their worst nightmare come to life. I've seen quite a few like Dramamine patches and stuff on people's necks, and I've never suffered from that, thank goodness. But I would think a day like today would not be a whole lot of fun for those guys. Now we're going to walk back toward the aqueduct and go to the very back of the ship where the Goofy golf course is, and kind of see, do they even allow people to go on the back of the ship, or is it roped off like the front of the ship? I feel like one of those Weather Channel guys right now with all this wind. It feels like you're in a tropical storm with the gusts. Some of these gusts are pretty hectic. Now, not all of this is just the wind. Some of this is Earth speed going into the wind is what's making it so gusty up here. I don't think the wind is actually all that bad today. I just think it's just, whoa. I just think it's our speed, which I think is about 19 knots into the wind, and then the wind speed and all that together gives you that 30 knot, 35 knot gust that you get from time to time out here. Even the Mickey Kids pool, there's nobody in it right now, and you can kind of see it sloshing around and the water really moving around. And trust me, That thing is full every day, but no one is in it today. Probably because of the conditions. And here we are back here at the Aqueduct, which is a very, very fun ride here on the Disney Fantasy. And let's see, they definitely have it running, I think. I can see water spewing through there, which I wouldn't think it would make a difference if you're in the Aqueduct, because the Aqueduct is closed. It's an enclosed ride, you know, it's a water slide. And let's sit here for a minute and see if we see anybody jettison out around the corner here on the Aqueduct. And there goes the taker. You'll see them come right down through here, and they will actually go all the way down into the other, like Disney smokestack, which ain't real. They only have one smokestack, and that's this one. And then you will see them come down this side over here momentarily. And it is a fun ride, and you get to see the whole ship, and you get to wave to everyone as you pass by, as these people are doing right here. Too much fun, even on a windy day. They're having a good time. All right, we're gonna make our way up the stairs here to the Goofy's sports area where the basketball court is, which I didn't think anyone would want to be out here shooting basketball, because that would be extra challenging with all the wind into play. You can just really see the netting even buffeting, and look at the doorway over there blowing around quite hectically. And right over here is the Aqua Lab, which there is no one in today. Woo! Man. Alright. Even though it's blustery today, it's still beautiful. Look how blue that water is. That is just beautiful out there. Alright, let's make our way to the back of the ship. Well, that's really cool. They did not shut down the back of the ship, which, you know, it's not as bad back here as the front, because at the front of the ship you are really getting the brunt of everything. But back here it's not too bad. I can really feel it going up and down though. A lot of movement. There's nobody back here on the backside drinking whiskey or smoking cigars today. Normally you have quite a few people back here congregating this area, drinking their mixed drinks and smoking some cigars. And right down below that is actually cabanas, a great place to go eat your buffet meals, all you can eat. And then you know, that back porch wasn't too crowded today at lunchtime, I will tell you that. That is just unreal. Look at that water. That's so beautiful. When you really get out here, you see water so blue like this. Let's see what it looks like when we walk back up this way. So now I actually came in here to the Goofy's basketball court area just to show you some of the upper netting. You can really see it whipping around quite a lot. I mean, that's a lot of movement up there. And I tell you this, on a normal cruise day where you're cruising out through here, these nets and stuff are not blowing like this at all. But it's a trip. This is so cool. So we're going to stand right here and just try to zoom in on the horizon of the ship, see what kind of movement we can get from the backside. Just watch that horizon. Woo, up the hill, down the hill. All right. Okay, guys, let's get out of this mess. Wow. That wind is just nasty. All right, friends, that will pretty much do it for today's vlog during the 6-foot swells that battled the Disney Fantasy today. We're definitely going to put a little montage in right behind this part of the video of some of the food that we tried on this cruise, and some of the fun little shows and stuff, and put a little music to it to be really nice to give you an idea of what it's like while being on the cruise, some of the sights and sounds that we got to see. So not everything was like this. This is just a one-day thing, but this is really amazing looking. So thank you for watching. Please stick around and watch the end of the video. Until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you friends in our next adventure. All you guys, please stay safe out there.